on the Pack Bracken, and today we have some comparison video here of a March of the Machines collector booster. This is from that main set release, and a collector's booster of March of the Machines Aftermath. So apparently this was like an expansion or compendium set. I can't even remember what they called it, but either way they're really small packs. So let's see which one. Let's see what we got. Wonder which one is going to be most valuable. And I have plenty of cool ideas like this to share with you guys and for us to watch together. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Here we go. This is one of those ones from Walmart that you can get. One of those single serve, you know, one pack in this giant box. It has stickers everywhere. It's supposed to keep it from being thieved. What do you guys think about it? Here we go. Here's the... Look at that. It's cool art. You get to see a lot more of the art if you're really into that. That's cool. And then you got one pack in this big drawer. That thing's gone. Alright, and then we got this here. Sometimes they're really hard to get off the package. I've actually had to open them in the boxes before because this glue, no joke. No joke. Alright, there's our Aftermath pack, and there is our March of the Machines collector's booster. They look really cool. This has this really shiny, bright look that has that blue iridescent. I really like it. Can't wait to see what's in it. What if it's something really good, guys? I don't know. I'm excited. Let's get some luck here for us. Our little buddy's going to come through and give us some Alabri luck. Alright, here we go. What should we start with? What do you think? This one or this one? No, we're going to start with the big one. We're going to start with the big one. Alright, let's zoom out a bit so you can really see me open this. Get some of that ASMR. Oh my goodness, is that a tentacle? No. It's a dinosaur. Dinosaur token. Alright, what do we have here? Let's find out. We got our... We got a land card. We got a deadly division. Island. Love a rare land. Final Flourish. Burning Sun's Fury. Phyrexian Gargantua or something there. We got one of these Invasion Siege cards. Ooh, Invasion of Dominaria. White. That one could be something you never know. That's a cool land card. That's our second land in this pack though, guys. Second land. What? Why do we need two nice lands? Well, that is a nice land, but that's okay. Here's our first rare, Guardian of Gearfear. Not too excited about that, but that is always cool to see one of those art cards come out. They didn't hold a lot of value unless they're like serialized or something crazy, and this one doesn't appear to be, so no exciting value there, but cool art cards. Really like those. Alright, next we have our Path to Enigma. Path of the Enigma. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe it's a dinger. We'll find out. It's one of the... Looks like it's that commander set. Ooh, Yargle. Glutton of Urbog. That's pretty cool. Uncommon. Not serialized. Regina, Called of the Hunt. Oh, Renata, excuse me, not Regina. Alright, C double, that's cool, full art foil. And our last card here. Ooh, Keurig the Muscourage or something, Massacreage. This is a foil alt art, Dinosaur Hippo. Cool. And then we got our soldier token. Alright, so that's the regular collector's pack. We had a token. We had our rare. We had a rare, uncommon, rare, rare, rare. All right. So that's a pretty good amount of rares out of that pack. And the thing that they sold me on these March of the Machines is like, oh, there's no commons or uncommons. It's all rares, and you'll just get 5 great cards. So we had 5 rares in this pack. That's a pretty good comparison. Let's see what this next one brings out. And we'll compare and contrast. We can even bring out a scanner and scan some of the cards that we think are most valuable. I don't think a lot of those ones that we saw come out just now have a lot of value, so we'll see. And if you've ever worked with a scanner, scanner app like TCG. It's just a little harder than you think it is to get the foil cards to scan. Alright, here we go. Death Rattle Oni. Foil, very cool. It's an uncommon, but still cool. There's not supposed to be any uncommons in here, but whatever. Maybe there's just no commons. That's what it must be what it is. Kogorian Warhammer, uncommon foil etched. So it just must be no commons. Alright, we got a Chakra Soul, a Flame, Sarkaran, a Mythic, Legendary Human Shaman. Cool, Mythic. Alright, and we got a Darath Ruins, a rare land. Putting counters on things. Alright, and we got a Terevar, the Belascore, Elf Warrior. I think there was a Scavenger one with him with his fist that was a fighter. So I don't know, maybe this is the more valuable of the Tavors or whatever his name is. He's a cool. I like him. I haven't seen him, so I like that. Alright, then next up we have the Nasarai Moon's Legacy, our Rat Shaman. Fancy little guy with his little fabric weapon. I don't know. And it's the foil etched version.
I think they're scrolls.
Cool. It's a Rat Shaman. Scrolls. That's what they are. Scrolls. Phyrexian Mirror Token. And a Phyrexian Hydra. Alright, there's our pack. We have a lot of uncommons in here. We have more rares in the set booster with a couple uncommons and a token. And the Aftermath. I didn't get really many all arts that I was looking for. I mean, this Tavor is pretty cool. Let's find out what that's worth. And then we have our other ones. So let's just scan a couple of these and see what we got. I'm going to bring out my handy hardboard. You get a board like this, something nice and solid color, so that you can scan them without any contrast or marks. And then you get your phone, and you download the app. I use TCG Trader, and it has a good scanning app, and it has a lot of functions that I like. I'm going to go to my list that I already have created, which was a pricing list. It's all done alphabetically, and as you can see, I just got a lot of lists here. So we're going to go to a pricing list. These are the box toppers that I opened in an earlier video. They're not going to interfere with this, so I can just add with scanner. You're going to go here. We'll move these out of the way so we don't damage them. You put your board out, and let's see what this rat is worth. Alright, now they don't always scan very well when they're foil, especially in this strange lighting. But that's okay if they don't scan with the scanner. So as you can see, it's not dinging like I want it to. And it happens, no problem. You add with scanner. You type in the card's name, which is Nashi, N-A-S-H-I. I spelled it wrong. N-A-S-H. Nashi, Moon Sage. And this is Moon's Legacy. So we're going to look for Moon's Legacy right here. And it is foil etched. Alright, now we see what that one's worth. 40 cents. Alright, so that one's a 40 center. Tavor, let's see if he scans. Not scanning for me in this light. Oh, almost. There we go. He scanned. Wow, Tavor Showcase. Non-foil, 880. Let's see what foil is worth. You just click on it and then change the setting to foil. And then you can go back and check it out. 883. That is a great card. That is case worthy. Will definitely go in my trade binder. This must be one of the sought after versions, just like I was thinking. Sometimes you can tell when it's a good one, but 880, what a good pull out of that Aftermath pack. Really cool. Glad you guys got to see here when I figured that out. 880. 883. Alright, this one should scan pretty easy because it's non-foil. Yep, that's just in 66 cents. You can always go in and check and make sure it's the right version by bringing it up, looking at the picture, checking out the numbers here at the bottom, and making sure that they line up with what you have on your card. And they do. Alright, there's that one. And here's our final, this mythic rare here. We could scan these uncommons too, just to see what they do. That one is actually in a surprising 508 regular. We'll change it to foil, and let's see what that one goes up to. 562. So this one, as a total of the pack of rares, we had a 40 cent with an 80 cent, so that's about 920 plus this, we'll say round up to $10, plus this 15, 62, not too bad out of one of those Aftermath packs. I don't think that's what I paid for it, but 15 isn't bad. We could just be extra good and scan these tokens and make sure we didn't have anything left out. Give me a second here. Tokens are rather hard to scan, but a Phyrexian, one of these is about 11 cents foiled. See, the tokens are hard because these are two-sided tokens in the collector's packs, so you usually have to type them in, and you'll go here and add manual. You'll type in Phyrexian, P-H-Y-R-E-X-I-N, Hydra, and then you do 2 backslashes, and then on the other side of it you have the mirror. So you can scroll down and see if you see the mirror on the list, which I don't, and you just type it in, P-H-Y. See, Phyrexian isn't coming up there, so M-Y-R isn't coming up. So those are a little harder to add, but that's probably about 30-cent one right there. We'll move on and see if we can get this other foil etched card to scan. And we did. It's only a 2-center. We can change it to the foil etched. 14 cents isn't too bad. And then our Oni, which I think these ones in the beginning when the set first came out were really scanning for quite a bit because people really were thinking it was going to be a bigger card than it was. But 7 cents. Alright, so we didn't go up too far on those. Let's check our collector's booster here. Our first one was 26 cents. We'll change it to foil. Make sure it's not one of those special cards that goes up to massive value. No, 32 cents. Alright, this one, 44 cents for that showcase, that Kogla. The ones that don't have a lot of background here and here, sometimes they need a different background to scan or a different angle. So just move your phone around a bit. 9 cents. This is going to be a foil one. Let's see if it scans. Like I said, sometimes trouble. It thinks it's the promo pack one. Let's change that. This is not the pre-release, so it's just the March of the Machines extended art. And then we'll change it to foil. And here we go. It's $1.33. Not too exciting, but... Alright, one more. We got a foil here. Let's see what it is. We got a Kiruga, the Masquerade, and it is not going to be that valuable either. We got it at 29 cents. So even though there were more rares, more cards, it looks to me like our highest value is going to come from the Aftermath pack. And I only have one of those Aftermaths, so we're not going to be able to do too many more comparisons. There wasn't a lot of Aftermath bought because of the Pinkerton issue, I think, where someone got in trouble for having them early, and they took all the product at Canada's. I don't even know the story. I don't want to get into it, but there was some big controversy with it. And as you can see, I'm scanning through all these cards here. You can see my list is growing. I have to stay kind of far away from the cards at times to get them to scan. And I haven't put any of these in as foil, so I could go back and double check. But what I do is just make sure that they don't come up as some crazy value and that I miss. Sometimes these commons and uncommons can be more valuable than the rares that you're putting in. Alright, there we go. Nope, our winner would be the Aftermath. And you guys can see the numbers with me, and we've scanned them all. This is the only one that wouldn't scan. Renata Called to the Hunt, and this is a Demigod. It just looks like a regular version of it, so I'm not sure about that one, so I'll click on it, make sure it's the right version. And it is, that's the right version. Nothing too exciting. Change it to foil. And there's our 48-cent value. It did jump up pretty good out of its little 20-cent, doubled in value, but nothing too great to write home about. But there's our go. Our big winners would have been that $8 Tavor and the $5 Sharkon Soul Awakened, and those are both from our Aftermath pack. So thanks for joining me in this comparison video. You got to see a little bit about pricing and a little bit about how we do things here in the Kraken Studio. So keep cracking, watch for more videos, and have a great day.